Hi, this is Steve from Enrich, and I'm going to use this short video to show you how you can use the power of automated curation and APIs to really enrich your learning management platform or intranet site. At the moment, you can see we've got a simple LMS in front of us with a number of courses, but it doesn't really support continuous learning. When a learner comes in this week, next week, it often looks the same, and we want to provide opportunities for learning on a regular basis with the latest articles that were published this morning or yesterday on relevant topics to keep the learner engaged. So I'm going to show you how you do that. So we're going to start in Enrich, and we're going to create what we call a briefing, and it's just an automated way of curating content from across the web. So if I click here on create briefing, I'll start with some topics. So I want a briefing about e-learning, let's say, and we go away, we crawl the internet, and we come back with the latest articles about e-learning, and you can filter these by time period, as we'll see. But actually e-learning is quite wide. I actually just might want content on e-learning trends, so we can further filter it by e-learning trends. We can continue to filter by adding other words. We can also say there are words we don't want to see, so we can start to create quite a sophisticated briefing. We can also limit that to certain sites, so we can say we only want to see articles about e-learning trends from these 20 sites or these 50 sites, or you can even use our curated list of 6,000 business domains. So you can really specify what you want, and you get then a very targeted and curated briefing on a topic. And once you have the briefing, what's nice is you can then bring that straight into your learning management platform. So here we are back in our learning management system. It hasn't changed. So what we're going to do is add a block. So we're going to add something we just call a block here because it's using the LMS called Moodle. But you can configure these blocks for any LMS. You can build these little widgets essentially. So let's just say I want to configure this block. I'm going to call this latest on leadership. And then I'm going to select a briefing. So I'm going to select my leadership and culture briefing. I only want 4 articles. Maybe I only want articles from the last month. I could just bring out articles from the last 24 hours if I want, but let's just do the last month. And I'll have articles with an image, and I'll save that. And now from our Enrich briefing, it's brought through some of the best articles over the last month on leadership. And that's done by an algorithm which looks at quality. As I say, you can restrict it right down to the last 24 hours. Let's say actually I want to move this into the center over here. So let's see if I do that. Actually, I'll put it below. I will in the end. Put it below the courses. So it doesn't look good as one column, so let's configure it. This time we'll make it 2 columns, we'll have the image above, and we might want to bring in a preview of the content, so the first paragraph. Now I have the latest on leadership from that briefing, and already it's beginning to enrich the site. But I can add a lot more blocks. You can add as many API feeds as you want. So let's add one here. Maybe this time we'll select a briefing on marketing trends, as this is a marketing leadership course. So I'll do marketing trends. Again, I could just have 4 articles with images and a single column. So I now have the latest articles about marketing trends. And we can see that was published 18 hours ago, 1 day ago, for example. I can say add further blocks here if I want. So let's add another one. So we get the idea. This time what I'll do actually is in Enrich you can also save articles and put them in a save folder. So this time I'll have the reading on artificial intelligence, because I have been saving some articles which I think are the best articles about artificial intelligence, and I can push this through as well. So I'll just do 4 of those articles, and I'll save that, and I'll move this one over to the left hand side. So hopefully you can see I'm beginning to enrich the learning management system with articles coming through and regularly updated that may be relevant to the learning process. I can also change them very easily. So let's say marketing trends. I now want this to be team management tips. I'll show the briefing team management skills and tips. And the nice thing is, because I don't need to change anything else there, because we can bring in words like tips and leading your team, for etc., we can bring really very relevant content back. So here we've got team management tips, so leading your team, collaboration skills, how to bond with your team, for example. And we see these have all been published, that one there 7 hours ago, for example. So again, hopefully you can see the power of having automated curation. Once you've set up your Underspin briefing, it will automatically curate content for you on an ongoing basis, and then you can use the API to bring it through to enrich your platform. So hopefully that's a good overview of how to use Underspin briefings and how to enrich your LMS. Thank you.